So I just realized, not that people probably care, but it matters to me. I just realized why I keep having that flaw with the English. Like when it comes up Japanese with English, because I actually was aware of it this time. Like I had made a conscious note of it. I'm sure this has happened in the past too. Because when I first came on the page, it remembers me from my previous visit. It remembers what episodes I've watched. It grays them out, and then it has a cursor on the last episode I watched, which happened to be 44. And I remember looking down, and I saw that it said English. Okay, it said English dub. So then I pressed 45. It went to 45. I queued it up, did a quick intro, got into the episode, and immediately started speaking Japanese. I'm like, no, but hold on, man, because I recognized it immediately this time because I was paying attention. Like I was actually focused. I was locked the hell in. And it started doing Japanese, so I stopped it. And so what must happen is because I use the same site for other anime that are all in Japanese. This is the only one I'm currently watching in English, as far as I guess Boruto, you know. But I do Boruto later in the week. So I've watched Bleach, I've watched JoJo, I've watched Gentama, I've watched a bunch of other shit on this site that were all Japanese, right? So it showed English because English is the last thing I watched on here. But when I change episodes, it reverts back to whatever the previous language was I was watching on this website. I just saw it happen in real time. That's what keeps throwing me off. I bet there's been plenty of other times I'll look, I'll see English, hit the next episode, it'll slide into Japanese, and it'll take me like 4 minutes because I'm not locked in. It'll take me 4 minutes to realize they're speaking Japanese. So, I got screwed over by the website. I can officially blame the website instead of myself. Hey, there's plenty I can blame myself for. This ain't one of them. I see you trying to do my thinking for me. If it remembers what episode I was on, and it did remember I was on English, it should just stay there, right? Like, but no, it's the language will be whatever you watch wherever else on the website, even though it remembers individual episodes for every anime I go to. When I go back to Bleach, it'll be talking about something like 128 or something, right? It remembers those specifically, but so when I go to whatever the next thing I watch is going to be, which will probably be Bleach or JoJo, it'll be in English because it'll remember I watched this in English. So like I said, nobody cares. I care. You're making me look bad, website, but we're on the same page now. Now we can watch this. 3, 2, 1. I feel the sweet, sweet smell of vindication. Also, it doesn't remember the captions for some reason. That it doesn't remember. Yep, he's in big trouble. Yeah, nice segue there. But there was no nearly. Nice segue. I see you. Yeah, clean up on aisle 3. Shut up, fake ref. I hate to do ref. Yeah. Yeah, I thought the dice were loaded. I don't think it matters. I think he really just loves the game of chance. I think that's what's going on here. Just hurry up and finish that. They're padding out the episode. There's no way you tell me we need to see that shit bounce for 10 seconds. Give me a goddamn break. And then it's a free choice anyway. What the hell's the point of that? Good thing it didn't show up Yusuke, right? Hey, his pain isn't funny. His voice acting is good. That's why I'm laughing. A lot of times when I laugh inappropriate, it's because the voiceover is so good. I'm appreciating the performance because there's a man in a recording studio making these noises. Then, of course, they're adding sound effects, which accentuate. Yeah, his voice was sore as hell. He had to drink some hot tea after this take, man. We got our boy screaming. Yeah, killing it, man. So you ever just be so mad you want to break all your knuckles against a rock wall? I haven't. Well, in pain, I guess is specifically what we're talking about. Not mad, but He is young. Isn't he 15 or some shit? Looks young my ass. Yeah, Jesus. Oh shit. He's gonna stop her, of course, because that's what happens. He'll say, nope, I can take it. Seriously? He didn't stop her. Wow. Okay, here it is. I was gonna say, man. Yeah, goddamn, that you old bitch. Yeah. Don't get blown to bits. Then shove this up my ass after you do that. I'm taking it back. I mean, come on. It's a very common trope in anime. This power, weapon, garment, whatever, is too much for you. I'm taking it back, and then they'll say no. Like, how many times have we seen that? Look at him. You know, it's weird when he's like, shove that energy back at me, also talking to her about shoving something up her ass. Like, you know, we're already doing enough shoving. Thank you very much. Yeah. It hurts. Yep. He's 15. I'm just gonna hug this rock for a while. You're sleeping in the middle of the day? What the hell? You too? It's not first thing in the morning, is it? Yeah. That's what happens when you sleep in the middle of the day. Okay. I got you. They were up drinking. Who the hell's Yukina? Oh, Ariel was talking about those don't look like tits, they look like arms. You have wings. What do you mean arms? All creatures only have 4 limbs, right? Like, there's no creatures with 6 limbs in our world. Now, I guess in fantasy worlds, you could say that, right? But so, if a creature has 2 legs and 2 wings, that's its 4 limbs. It doesn't have extra limbs. If it has 2 arms and 2 legs, then that's the 4 limbs. It doesn't also have wings, right? You notice that? Like, birds have 2 legs and 2 wings. Now, caterpillars are insects, right? So, we're talking about mammals or reptiles. That's why dragons shouldn't be shown with 4 legs and then 2 wings, right? Because, and I think that's how the in the Asian mythology, I think they show them with 4 legs and 2 wings, but that's not how that works. So this creature, if he has 2 legs and 2 wings, then those are tits. Those are not arms. I mean, it's a fantasy creature. It can have 12 limbs. I'm just saying that would be why I would think that. Yeah, yeah. Nobody cares. Just we're trying to mop the floor here. Yeah, what if? Nice country accent here. I don't know why he has it, but I like it. Yeah. Everybody's so testy, man. So testy. Nobody cares. Long ears. Didn't you just cover this point like 2 minutes ago? Why are we still talking about it? Ah, yes. He blows bubbles because he's a douchebag. The second time on anime today I've seen people blowing bubbles. It's kind of weird that this happened twice. I love the sword in the head. Well, shouldn't be too worried about me, should you? Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me get him off your sword. That's just. Hey, thanks for taking out the trash show. If he's dead, it don't matter, does it? I mean, I'm just saying, it's a demon-y demon world out here. Ew. You're definitely more disgusting. Yeah. Okay. Now, imagine a guy saying those lines in a recording studio. Disgusting. Yeah. Stupid. Look, you could do anything different and stand out. I can have a banana sitting on top of my head and I would stand out. That doesn't mean it's smart or, unique or interesting. Oh, not the millet dumping. No, he doesn't. Oh, yeah. Those are the drugs I like to snort. He's getting the whole stadium high, it looks like. Nope. He's sucking it back in, greedy bastard. Puff, puff, pass, dickhead. Now he's a were-douche. Warrior beast armor. Apes are not that intimidating, even though they can mess you up. I'm not saying they can't, they just don't intimidate me. We didn't ask. Of course you'd be attracted to a douchebag, right? Yeah, get that shit out of my face. In fact, let me take it from you. I like his Wonder Woman gauntlets. The Yusuke avatar here it just is not representative of who he is as a person. The rest of them pretty much are. That one just looks too soft and weak and kind, It just doesn't look like him. Hey, I twirled swords with the best of them. Yeah. Coming for that ass. Hey, maybe I can shave that hair off you. Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. It got broken. What do you mean impossible? We've seen it all over the place. The White Walkers were doing that to swords in Westeros, man. What do you mean impossible? I told you that little dude meant the big chin's gonna be the most dangerous one. They love to subvert appearance, right? The nastiest looking dude is gonna be the weakest, and the most unassuming dude is gonna be the most dangerous. The exception being Fonzie. He always looks intimidating, but he's also dangerous, right? I mean, there's exceptions that prove the rule, but when it comes to the generic teams, that seems to be the case. Yeah, sent this sumbitch into orbit. Yep, it's definitely pretty bad. Now that's a crash landing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe she can actually count, right? Okay. That's why he cut himself on purpose. Right. That makes sense. That's a pretty good, decent power, man. He did that shit to inoculate himself. Thank you for explaining everything in great detail. Yeah, you are not more handsome. It's not fair. What are you talking about? Fair is a place where you go buy pigs, man. You were still looking for fair in this tournament? Give me a break. These mofos be cheating all over the place. Don't give us any characterization now. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. So, you physically attack him when he's reliving his trauma, huh? This is comedy to you? Who the hell's that? Oh, okay, the sister. Yeah, let's just forget her. Yeah, we're never getting over there. You bitches be forgetting shit too much. Yeah, just leave without him. You threw a shirt over him or something. Blanket, I don't know. See? Well, no, I'm wrong. Those are ears. Shit. All that time I spent talking about this shit. And those are some goddamn ears. Fine, I guess those tits are arms. Ugh. I was fooled by the ears I was thinking they're wings, man. I better not see those ears being used as wings. Because if the ears are used as wings, then they're wings. They just have to be coming out of the head for some reason. Yeah, he is messed up, man. Yeah. It's been about 115 seconds and she hasn't started her count yet. Hey, referee. You feel like counting anytime this century? I tell you, this entire organization is a shit show. I wouldn't trust them to run a Star Trek convention. Yeah, not the crap. Not if it kills you. Oh, if only he could hear my thoughts. Oh, shit. Also, remember, you asked for this shit. Which I guess is the same thing as saying you brought it upon yourself. But, you know, I like mine better. There's something about her big mouth to the microphone that makes me laugh, man. These character designs are great. This is kind of what I'm trying to say here. I like the cheering section here. He'd be a hype man for anybody. I see. So, that's not good. What do you mean, yes, you're correct? Are you hearing what he's saying? He can hear this dude from all the way on the other side of the stadium? Maybe he's reading lips. Well, that's not good. Well, shit. How are you hearing this? Thank you for your contribution, but why are you way over there in our conversation? Rock this sumbitch. I want to see another wide shot. We see how far away that sumbitch is. Yeah, right in the nuts. Can your nuts memorize pain? Oh, okay. That probably makes more sense. But, I'm not saying I've ever done a nut shot, but he was about 350 pounds, so, Rock this some bitch. If you don't kill him, you're screwed. Maybe. Like I said, you better have killed him. It looks like you didn't do that, so now it don't matter. Now you have to use the spirit of the other world or whatever. Hellfire or whatever that is. Yeah, not their mommies. You know, did he lose an eye? Oh, great. You just stand there and let him do that, by the way. If you attacked him while before he could snort it in, would that disrupt the process? I don't know, but maybe. What I was going to say was attack his eyes. Like, I don't care what he transforms into, he still needs eyeballs, right? Rip his eyes from his head, and at least you have an advantage now. It looks like he has both eyes, for now. Yeah, I like how his voice changed. I see. Yeah, I know, right? Wait a minute. Why is the referee announcing? She's the announcer. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. It seems kind of bitch made, I'll be honest with you. If we're just coldly, objectively analyze the situation, he seems kind of bitch made to me. He can't. He's going to lose. Doesn't mean he has to die, though, right? Yeah. Get wrecked. He better get his ass finished up, though. Finish up the pain and get your ass back in the stadium, because we got some drama up in here. Yeah, so why is the referee doing any announcing whatsoever? Isn't that the announcer's job? I mean, the referee should just referee, which she's not doing, by the way, because she didn't count him out while he was sitting outside, right? So she's doing the job she's not supposed to be doing, and she's not doing the job she's supposed to be doing. Incompetent.